What are sewage treatment plants and how do they work? Essentially, a sewage treatment plant operates by circulating air to encourage the growth of bacteria to break down the sewage. The goal is to deliver much cleaner, more environmentally friendly effluent. It involves a similar process to a typical septic tank but has some key differences. Sewage treatment plants, depending on their size, can treat the waste of commercial properties or a number of domestic dwellings.
The stages of sewage treatment. The general construction of a sewage treatment plant doesn't differ too drastically from that of a septic tank. Just as with a septic tank, sewage flows from the property being serviced into the first chamber of the sewage treatment plant. Here the water seeps until grease, oil, and scum have floated on the top and solids have settled on the bottom of the tank. Once the process of separation has taken place, the liquid travels into a second chamber, which is where sewage treatment plants differ from septic tank. This chamber is fitted with an air pump that circulates air around the chamber to encourage the growth of aerobacteria. This bacteria helps to break down the contaminants in the water, effectively cleaning it. The final stage of a sewage treatment plant is one last settled tank. This final tank allows the very last solids that may remain to sink to the bottom of the tank before its effluent is discharged into a soakaway or waterfall. Once the treatment process has been completed and the water waste has been treated as thoroughly as possible, it can be discharged into the environment. This is another key area where sewage treatment plants differ from sewage treatment plants, whereas you must discharge effluent from the septic tank into a soakaway for further treatment in the ground. Subject to the Environment Agency consent to discharge, you can discharge your effluent into local water sources straight from your treatment plant. This is because of the vastly improved effluent quality that the treatment process produces.
Why are sewage treatment plants required? The first thought for anyone planning a new development should be getting connected to main sewers. They are typically the most cost-effective and reliable method of dealing with your wastewater. However, getting a main sewers connection isn't always possible. In some scenarios, the distance from the nearest sewer or the layout of the land can make it impossible to have your property serviced by main sewers. That's where sewage treatment plants and other alternatives come in. The operation of a sewage treatment plant means that you can have one installed almost anywhere as long as you have an electrical connection.
Do sewage treatment plants still need emptying? The purpose of a sewage treatment plant is to treat the wastewater as thoroughly as practically possible. And even through such plants can often deal with more waste than a septic tank. They will still need emptying from time to time. Over time, sludge can also build up in the system, so it's important that a treatment plant is regularly maintained at least once a year as advised by the installer.
Advantage of a sewage treatment plant: reliable and unlikely to encounter problems with only regular maintenance. Can be installed even at challenging or compact sites. Cost effective over time with only installation, power, and maintenance to pay for. Disadvantage of sewage treatment plant: the plant needs a constant supply of electricity to run. Will require professional maintenance annually and in the unlikely event of problems. Design and installation of the system needs to be undertaken professionally.